I'm sure that we've all thought about what we would do if we won the lottery, so I thought it would be a good topic to talk about in today's video. First, we're going to see the responses to a survey that was carried out in the United States. The survey is about what people would do if they won the lottery, and some of their answers are quite surprising. The majority of respondents said that they would tell their partner or their parents, but that was only 55% of the respondents, so I think that's quite low. 44% said they wouldn't tell them, but I don't think that this is very realistic. I think that if you did win the lottery, then you would tell them. I can't imagine not telling your partner or your parents because you would be so happy, especially if it's a large sum of money. Maybe not if it's £20,000 because it's not life-changing, but if it was a big sum of money, I think that you would tell your parents even though you've answered no to this question. I suppose it also depends on the relationship that you have with your parents. If you don't get on well with them, then they wouldn't notice because you're not in contact with them so much. I found it quite funny that women are twice as likely to break up with their partner than men if they won the lottery. And what's quite sad is that 20% of people said that they would celebrate alone. And only 52% said that they would party and celebrate with family and friends. So now we're going to talk about what people would do with all the money that they won. 29% of people said that they would pay off existing debt, so they might have a mortgage, a car to pay off, or student loans because they went to university. I thought that's quite low. I expected more people to pay off their debt first. Then the next thing that people would do is to put money aside to take care of their friends and family. I don't know if this means that they would give it to them, because the phrase put money aside sounds like you're putting it in a bank account especially for them, but it's under your control. I think that I would just give money to them. I wouldn't control it myself because I think that I would have enough things to think about. And in the end, if you're giving them the money, they can spend it however they want. They can spend it in the first month or they can save it. It would be up to them. I wouldn't really mind. And then 15% would invest the money. I suppose that is the sensible thing to do because I know that a lot of people who have won the lottery in the past have gone bankrupt because suddenly you have all this money and you can spend it very quickly, not realizing that you are spending so much money every single day. Something that I found really interesting while I was reading up on this topic was that 70% of lotto winners spend or lose all that money in 5 years or less. That's why it's important to have a lawyer and a financial advisor if you win the lottery. Now we're going to talk about what to do if you win the lottery, if you're one of those lucky people. There's an expression in English which is you've got to be in it to win it. So to win the lottery, you've got to play the lottery. I, for example, don't play the lottery, so I'm definitely not going to win. So the first step is to play the lottery to win. But if you do win, you should stay quiet about it. It's okay to tell your family or your partner, but it's not a good idea to post anything about it on social media. It's a good idea to not rush it. You should take your time, go slow, and think about each move carefully. If you're not sure how to claim your prize, you will find the instructions on the lottery ticket and on the ticket agency's website. I've read that you've got to make several photocopies of the front and the back of the ticket, and to deposit the original lottery ticket in a safety deposit box in a bank so that you don't lose it or so that it isn't stolen. Then you can hire a lawyer and a financial advisor, because when you win the lottery, you've got to pay tax. So you have to make sure that you're not making any mistakes when it comes to taxes. The lawyer might have to defend your claim to the lottery money, because in some cases family or friends try to access the money. People always say that money can destroy families and friendships. And the lawyer and financial advisor can also avoid making mistakes when you are moving the money from another bank account or processing it. You can also choose whether to take annual payments or a lump sum. Annual payments means that they will pay you every year, whereas the lump sum means that you will have all of the money that you have won in your bank. Apparently, taking the lump sum is a good idea if you want to invest it so that the value doesn't decrease over time. But annual payments also have their advantages, because you would avoid making bad financial decisions and you wouldn't lose all that money in 5 years, like I said before, because you don't have all of that money in your account, so you can't spend it. It's important to be wise with your money after winning the lottery. It also said that you should keep your job if possible. I suppose that this depends on the amount of money that you have won. It says that you should consider not quitting your job so that you can maintain a normal life. It says you could try working part-time or taking a few months or years off. If you won 1 million, then I think that you wouldn't quit your job, but if you won like 300 million, then I think you would. I don't think you would want to spend 8 hours at work per day knowing that you've got enough money to survive. People always say that you can make more money, but you can never make more time. So I think that is the rule I would follow. What would you do if you won the lottery? Let's say you have won 10 million. Would you quit your job or not? Let me know in the comment section. Remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you, and I'll see you in another video.